Some road P flat. Stops 30 seconds or showtime.
Good evening, and welcome to the Mahomet-Seymour High School Class of 2022 graduation. Will you please sing for the singing of our national anthem? Our national anthem will be formed by seniors Delaney King, Abigail Levin, Miranda Morissette, and Leah Nakeza.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Hi, my name is Chad Benedict. I'm the principal at Mahomet-Seymour High School. It's my pleasure to welcome members of the Board of Education, faculty, parents, and family members, honored guests, and especially the class of 2022 tonight's ceremony. Tonight, Mahomet-Seymour High School starts a new journey with its graduation ceremony. As part of our new recognition program for graduation, senior students had the opportunity to apply and present their speech to a committee of Mahomet-Seymour High School staff members. Students were selected by that committee, and they'll be sharing their speeches with us tonight. The class of 2022, this night's for you, and there's no better way to tell your own story than your classmates. I would like to start by welcoming the evening by welcoming Ms. Lily Tierra to the stage. Lily has attended Mahomet-Seymour Schools kindergarten through senior year. Throughout her time at MSHS, she's been involved in the music department, drama club, and has pursued dance outside of school. Lily is excited to continue to pursue her academic achievement this fall at Lindenwood University in St. Charles, Missouri. Ms. Lily Tierra.
Okay, hi. So, as Mr. Benedict said, my name is Lily, and I am honored to be opening our class of 2022 graduation ceremony. I, along with everyone else in this room, are eager and excited about walking across this stage shortly. But of course, this moment is very bittersweet. After all, this is everything that many of us have ever known. Recently, my father and I were discussing graduation, and he was telling me that he really only remembers being disappointed that he wasn't going to be in the classes with these people ever again. There were a lot of people and memories that he was going to forget eventually. The farther you get away, the less you remember. It was then that I realized that I wasn't going to have to forget about these moments forever. Our access to phones and social media allows us to hold on to these moments of high school that we don't want to forget. This year, I found myself taking pictures of little things that I knew I would miss when I was young. Things like milk cartons, Mr. Bailey eating lunch with us, the disgusting sinks in the corner's room, and the poorly lit locker rooms. Seemingly mundane and insignificant details of what has been everyday life for us. Soon, though, everything is going to change. We will be in different stages of our lives, and these little details of familiarity will make us smile, remind us of home, and what we've gone through to get where we are. Even with the benefits of our phones and social media, Even with the benefits that our phones and social media bring us, we can't forget that nothing lasts forever. One of the hardest things I've had to accept over my years of high school is that no matter how much you say you're going to keep in touch with someone, the voice that tells you it's not going to last is correct. The reality is, life gets in the way, and as sad as this is, we learn to grow and cherish every moment and every person that we have learned from along the way. I started keeping a list of these moments in time that I would never have again this year as well. Miss Weimer's Brit Lit class, Les Mis in 2019, the past 5 years of French class. As much as these experiences and periods of our lives are things that we never want to end, we have to let them go. We have to move on to the next period of our lives. Life happens and it continues and it really doesn't slow down. And if you are worried, like me, about losing everyone, time will show us who the forever people in our lives are. As much as society hates on social media for all the harmful and negative things it does to everyone, specifically teens, I'm grateful for it. There has never been a generation that gets to hold on to these moments like we do. Take advantage of it. As we enter the next stages of our lives, don't put your phones away. Start taking pictures and videos, type out funny stories that happen in class, because in a year, when it pops up in your snap memories, that period of time, that class, that person, that teacher, can brighten your day. We can see ourselves evolve over time, see how much we've grown, and see how certain events or experiences or people have shaped us into who we are becoming. When you feel that immense joy or intense sadness, take it all in. Remember it, because everything we have ever experienced makes us who we are meant to be. I am forever grateful for everything that Mahomet-Seymour schools have done for my life. Every good day and every bad day, every fun and memorable class and every boring, forgettable one. Every school lunch and every questionable one. Every one of you in this crowd, not the stage, every staff member, everything about Mahomet. Whether the experience was positive or negative, it has shaped us in some way into who we are today and who we will continue to grow into. So, Ms. Franks had a good idea. We're gonna take a class selfie. So, I have my phone here. I just wanted to let my parents know this was the big surprise I've been keeping. And thank you to everyone who kept it a secret. Shout out Elizabeth Sims.
Thank you, Lily. At this time, I'd like to take a moment and make a few recognitions. I'm honored to share the stage with leaders within our Mahomet-Seymour School District. As I call your name, please stand. Members of the Mahomet-Seymour School Board of Education, Mr. Max McComb, Dr. Jeremy Hendricks, Mr. Ken Keefe, Dr. Colleen Schultz, Mr. Justin Lamb, Ms. Sunny McMurray, Superintendent Dr. Lindsay Hall, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Nicole Rummel, Director of Special Education Mrs. Christine Northrup, Chief School Business Official Ms. Heather Smith, Assistant Principal and Director of Athletics Mr. Matt Hensley, Assistant Principal Mr. Patrick Bailey, and Assistant Principal Ms. Marissa Franks. Thank you for joining us this evening and your service to our students. This time, I'd like to call our second speaker to the stage, Mr. Jackson Craig. Jackson has held multiple roles during his 4 years at MSHS. He's been an office helper, DJ for home basketball games, and held numerous positions within the FFA. Jackson will be attending Parkland College in the fall and be a part of the Ag Business Precision Technology program. Let's welcome Jackson Craig. Have fun.
Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, I guess he just said who I am. My name is Jackson Craig. I'm part of your class, the class of 2022, and I've been part of it since our first day back in kindergarten. Okay, we're going to start with an activity. So raise your hand if you're an original kindergartner. It's cool. Shout out to Miss Meyer's morning class. The class 2022 has made so many memories, and here are just a few of them. From showing two for Mr. Kabuti, to watching him throw applesauce in the fan, to roller skating with Miss Douglas, and painting pictures with Miss Truax, we had a lot of fun at Sangamon. At Lincoln Trail, it was Winter Funland and Junior Olympics in the Mississippi, and even me throwing a fit about getting rid of a goat in the wagon trail game. Sorry, Miss Calcano and Anna. At MSHS, it was Fun Fridays and a freezing rain fire drill the day after Christmas break. And all the fun us 8th grade boys had at lunch. We thought we'd seen it all, but little did we know, the biggest challenge was yet to come. Freshman year, we're just young bucks trying to figure out this thing called high school. We attended our first football games, our first classes, our first lunch, our first everything. But little do we know, hold on, I just skipped myself. Then we go into sophomore year and get it going just for it to come to a stop because of Corona. However, the class of 2022 has learned so much during this time. We learned what not to do in some instances, as well as what to do. I will never forget, one day I was hauling manure at the Dewey farm, and was also in Spanish class. Had a tractor running full bore, another person had dogs barking in the background, and some were even in bed. This was my first Google Meet. However, on the flip side of this, our school as a whole learned a lot. The pandemic gave us time to do a lot of things besides school. For instance, there were students who worked during this time and now have businesses or work at the company and are very respected at that place. Many people during this time took the opportunity to exercise and or improve their capabilities to be better at the sport they participated in. For example, look at our athletic programs this year and all the success they have had. On another note, look at the success our music and drama departments have had. Sure, none of us want to live through COVID, but I believe that it really taught us how to handle a curveball and taught us things and skills that we will use for the rest of our lives. Throughout our school careers, we have met some of the greatest teachers, administrators, support staff, janitors, and bus drivers out there. We've learned so many lifelong lessons, and we will forever be grateful for them. Mahomet-Seymour is a very special community that holds tight and helps one another in a time of need. I've personally experienced this, as well as watched it happen to many other people. All in all, it has been a blessing to go to school with each and every one of you in this room. I'll forever be grateful for the memories we have made, and I appreciate all of you for being part of it all. There are 4 things I want you to remember as we go into the next chapters of our lives. Number 1, this shouldn't surprise any of you coming from me, but nothing runs like a deer. Number 2, go big or go home. Always shoot for the biggest goal possible and seize every opportunity as it becomes present. Number 3, it's always a great day to be a Bulldog. Every day we walk through those doors at 302 West State Street, it was always a new day and usually a good one. My 4th and final point is to cherish this final memory we have of one another as students of Mahomet-Seymour. To end my speech, I just want to say thank you to the class 2022. It's been a fun ride. I wish you all the best, whatever it may be, and I'll see you at the hen house.
Thank you, Jackson. Representing our staff on stage tonight, Mr. Tim Leibarger, Mr. Dan Ryan, Mrs. Jamie Colbert, Mr. Keith Pogue, and Mr. Michael Stevens. These staff serve as our division heads and represent our outstanding staff at the high school. The Mahomet-Seymour School District is blessed to have phenomenal staff to work with all our students, kindergarten through 12th grade. I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of our staff for the investment you make to serve our students and their families. Your dedication, passion, and sacrifice to challenge students to grow both inside and outside of the classroom are appreciated and does not go unnoticed. Our 3rd speaker for tonight, I'd like to invite Ms. Mallory Fonte to the stage. Mallory has been involved in drama club, color guard, winter guard, speech team, choir, and lit magazine. She's also been a thespian officer, color guard captain, FMP mentor, and speech team captain. Mallory's favorite class has always been Spanish, even though she's not very fluent. She plans to attend Purdue University to study marketing and hopes to become a social media manager or visual merchandiser. Let's welcome Mallory to the stage.
When I was little, my favorite game to play was Sorry. If you're unfamiliar with the board game, the goal is to get all of your pieces out of home. and get them all the way around the board. You do this by drawing cards, but there are special cards in which you get to remove the opposing player's piece from the board and send them all the way back to home. At this point, you're supposed to yell, "Sorry," hence the name of the game. I think really the only part I enjoyed as a kid was throwing my mom's piece across the living room and screaming, because that's what 5-year-olds think are funny. But as I was going through our game cupboard, deciding which board game would be fit for a college dorm, I realized that there's a lot of parallels between my favorite childhood game and high school. For starters, I would say the reviews are pretty similar. Someone online said, 5 stars, great, so much fun. Another said, 3 stars, different than it used to be. And then 1 star, missing pieces and instructions are only in Spanish. Okay, maybe not that one. But in all seriousness, we spend our entire high school career waiting to leave home. We take the cards we're dealt with and spend our entire high school career making our way around the board. Eventually, we end up where we are today. I'm proud of us, and I'm going to miss seeing my classmates in the hall. It's weird to think about how I've gone to preschool with some of you. I truly believe that the class of 2022 and Mahomet-Seymour as a whole carries people who are filled with nothing but kindness, integrity, and passion. Whether we've been friends since 4th grade or just had math class together this year, I feel honored to be surrounded with such a great group of people. We are all going to start a new game with a new deck of cards and a completely new players. But another thing I liked about the game Sorry, and what I like about the high school to college transition, is that we all come from the same home. We start here together, and no matter how far we go, we all started as Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. Earlier this month, I was in our school's production of Fiddler on the Roof. The whole show was so memorable and fun, but the last song really stood out to me. At the end of the show, the characters sing, "Soon I'll be a stranger in a strange new place, searching for an old familiar face." They sing how no matter where they go, they'll always be searching for the people who remind them of home, because those people are irreplaceable. I'm excited to see other Bulldogs out in the world. Whether it's college, the workplace, a gap year, trade school, the military, or any other path you choose to take, I hope we can all carry with us what we've been taught here, to treat people with kindness and respect, and to make a difference not only for yourself, but for others. I don't actually recommend bringing the game Sorry to a college dorm environment. There's many little pieces that get lost periodically, but that also might have just been because my sisters and I threw the pieces across the living room. But even if it sits in my closet in my house, both the game and Mahomet-Seymour will always remind me of one thing: home.
Thank you, Mallory. This time I'd like to recognize our parents. Thank you for sharing your children with us. It's an honor to work with them each and every day. We appreciate your support. I know firsthand how proud you are today. We'd like to ask all the mothers to stand at this time. Under the direction of Ms. Jamie Colbert, our student council members would like to present each of you with a rose and thank you for all that you do. Let's give a round of applause for our mothers. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment and thank the members of our Mahomet-Seymour High School band that are here with us this evening under the direction of Mr. Michael Stevens and Mr. Evan Bossenbrock for providing fantastic music. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to welcome Savannah Smith to the stage. Savannah is a proud member of the Drama Club, the Marching Band, and the MSHS speech team. She will be attending the University of Illinois this fall and majoring in political science. Savannah has enjoyed her AP Lit class, the Wind Ensemble, and everyone in this room that knows it's a great day to be a Bulldog. Let's welcome Savannah to the stage.
If anyone here doesn't know me, my name's Savannah Smith. I'm a drama kid, a band kid, and a speech kid. Yes, I know, I got invited to a lot of parties in high school. And I will tell you that I spent forever trying to come up with ideas for the speech. I considered going the motivational route, the sappy route, and every other conceivable route in between. Then I came to the conclusion that all of those speeches sound like ideas that a normal or sane human being would come up with. And since I am neither, I decided instead to write you all a Dr. Seuss-style rhyme for this evening. So to those in the class of 2022, those who graduated a long time ago, and those in between, settle down, grab some popcorn, buckle your seatbelts, and please enjoy The Grad in the Hat. It's hard to believe it's been just 4 years since we entered the high school's four walls, and in that time I've discovered some rhymes hiding within these great hallowed halls. We may have entered into this school in the August of 2018 with fresh young faces, embarrassing braces, and our spirits hyped up on caffeine. But through subsequent years, we've conquered our fears. It's a good thing we've gotten some aid, because although I'm a kidder, I don't like to consider the people we were in 8th grade. Our freshman year was a strange one. That's something I would not protest. From biology to time spent in FMP, and of course the iconic Shakes Fest. Then in sophomore year, we hit a roadblock as COVID gave us a nice treat, and we lived through the doom that was Google Classroom and of course the dreaded Google Meets. Junior year truly passed by in a blur of online learning tests and SATs, but even as we failed, we laughed when a kid emailed, "How are you? Can you make a Google Meet, please?" And now it looks like we're all seniors, and that time flew by just like a jet. But with all our strange teachers and all their strange features, we've seen things that we'll never forget. Of course, we'll remember our PE classes, where we spent many odd afternoons, with Alan doing pound while Ayers walked around and Garth played some strange country tunes. And who could forget the great CDR, whose class sometimes made us feel dumb, and through every failed day, he'd never forget to say we should value approach over outcome. And a special shout out to our football team. Last season, you guys were school heroes. Your record of health truly speaks for itself, with the final total of 11 games to 1. We've conquered the great beast that is high school. There were many strange things that we've seen. For who knew that the best of our high school would rest on the whim of Mahomet memes for a depressed teen? So when you think back on these years, from the moments that went wrong to the times that went just right when you were standing strong, when you remember those little jokes you had with your English class, or remember those wild study nights that you had to pull to pass, don't forget the most important thing of all. No, it's not what the teachers tell, nor those truly gripping facts about the true powerhouse of the cell. No, it's not those derivative formulas nor the volume of a sphere, but the relationships we formed with our fellow friends and peers. Many faces to your left and right that you have come to know were certainly quite foreign just a few short years ago. And if nothing else, there's one thing that I have come to know, that there's something truly inspiring about seeing all of us grow. And sure, we've all prepared for today, we all knew it was coming. Still, we wanted to delay, hoping that soon there'd be something new, something old, something that could catch the eye, something that could help us out on how to say goodbye. But I know there are no tips or tricks, no secret special codes that make leaving any easier as we head off down different roads. Because there's a hard truth to learn, no matter where we next will roam, that in order to go somewhere in life, the time comes to leave your home. But I also know we've found some great superpowers, though our high school years may be through. For if we can master Circeos, let's take this quiz. There's nothing that we cannot do. For just like that cat in the hat of years past, we know that life may come at us quite fast, and life isn't always nice, restful, or fun, but behind all that play, there's work to be done. We must always be prepared to step up to bat. That's the lesson we learn as the grad in the hat. For it seems that we are all now stronger than ever for whatever strange future may come, because although our show may be over, the class of 2022 is far from done. For no matter how hard things may get or how much time is borrowed, we'll keep striking up ahead with force and with bravado. We'll know to keep our heads up high despite future joys or sorrow as we head out of this tiny town and start heading towards tomorrow. Thank you.
Well done, Savannah. Thank you. Well, the time's come. It's diploma time. It's my pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal Mr. Patrick Bailey and Assistant Principal Ms. Marissa Franks and the members of the Board of Education for the awarding of our diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Benedict. Before I begin announcing our graduates, I would like to point your attention to our honors recognition system in your program. Students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.7 or higher are designated with highest honors and are wearing a white cord. Students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.35 to 4.74 have achieved high honors and are wearing an orange cord. Students who have earned honors have a cumulative GPA of 3.9 to 4.34. These students are wearing a navy cord. Graduates, families, and friends, I please ask you to hold your applause until all seniors have a chance to walk across the stage. This helps us ensure that every graduate's name can be heard. Adeline Grace Aberly. Cecilia Kate Abramson. Abigail Marie Akers. Chloe Elizabeth Allen. Kaylee Elaine Allison. Madeline Ann Almerode. Logan Nicholas Alt. Emma Marie Anderson. Cole Thomas Anderson. Brock Timothy Apperson. Keegan Michael Ashby. Kiana Rose Bailey. Spencer Rachel Baker. Logan Lloyd Ballard. Megan Kate Barnhart. Elias Bacolio Barton. Madeline Nicole Beasley. Emily Charlotte Bednar. Connor Wayne Bell. Gianluca Nicolo Bellini. Bria Marie Benson. Skylar Ryan Bickers. Kanan James Burge. Audrey A. Boateng. Damian William Bowler. Samuel Richard Bowers. Quentin Christopher Bradley. Kendall May Brown. Arabella Jean Buchanan. Hannah Marie Burr. Ramsey Marie Berman. Gracie May Doris Kane. Jansen Gaines Campbell. Elena Grace Campion. Grayson James Campion. Paris Malie Juliette Cebulski. Alyssa Rosalie Christensen. Eric Douglas Christensen. Evan Isaac Chuck. Jackson Christopher Craig. Anna Catherine Klein. Catherine Bell Coleman. Caleb Scott Conover. Zachary Lee Corson. Gabriel Hunter Koval. Gaspar Ignacio Covarrubias Zuniga. Quentin Ray Cox. Kiera Sky Cox. Brian Thomas Coyne. Jacob Jeffrey Creel. Hunter Lee Crow. Campbell Lynn Cruz. Gabriella Alexis Davis. Mallory Vale Fonte. Sophie Ann Deck. Alexa Naomi Dom. Jacob Patrick Dobbins. Natalie Karen Doyle. Madison Christine Dutton. Dream Joseph Eagle Morgan. John Julian Eckley. Alexis Marie Eggeberg. Kobe Joseph Eisenmenger. Sydney Catherine Esker. Elena Nicole Evans. Taylor Donovan Fan. Amaya Bryn Frankham. Molly Ann Freed. Cameron Rachel Frost. Brady Michael Gabbard. Mitchell Adams Gallier. Samuel Lawrence Garber. Clayton Albert Gibson. Nicholas Michael Gilbert. Yuvraj Singh Gill. Dylan Andrew Goebel. Abigail Nicole Goen. Isabella Emily Ann Gonzalez. Andre Henry Grace Jr. Annalie Catherine Griffith. Ethan Joseph Grinley. Nicholas Paul Harfst. Caden Jacob Grove. Jaden Presley Hanna. Megan Mariah Harrison. Jessica Lynn Hawk. Anna Mabel Hawley. Case Heffernan. Braden James Heinold. Ashton Stephen Heiser. Samuel David Henricks. Liam John Henry. Emma Marie Bishop Hensley. Shelby Ann Hildreth. Gianna Grace Hill. Lily Jean Hillard. Connor J. Hirschbrunner. Landon O'Neill Hobbs. Preston James Hodges. Veronica Nicole Hoffman. Daniel John Hogan. James Lee Hollenbeck. Richard Allen Howard. Hayden Allen Hunt. Jacob Ryan Hurt. Benjamin Donald Jaskula. Abigail Jo Johnson. Lydia Jane Johnson.
Addison Grace Jones. Delaney Grace King. William Christopher Jones. Ivy Faith Juarez. Ellen Mallory Caper. Samara Jane Kemp Taylor. Jeffrey David Kyler. Vincent Shinley Kim. Kayla Jane Kerner. Manvika Coley. Luke Patrick Kohler. Sarah Grace Kyle. Gabriel Bryson LeBay. Anna Holleen Legacy. Abigail Joy Levin. Jaden James Lager. Eric Alexander Lamb. Grace Ann Larson. Kevin Christian Liano. Morgan May Lee. Tyler David Lewis. Grace Violet Leets. Wanda Lucille Lindquist. Ariana Simone Lingard. Haley Elizabeth Litteken. Abigail Lynn Lowenstein. Emma Grace Lurson. Gage Matthew Mace-Mueller. Miranda Ann Morissette. Jamie Elizabeth Marriott. Hayden Matthew Marksmiller. Madeline Marie Mawson. Kaylee Jade McConkey. Mary Shay McDavitt. Dale Jacob McElhaney. Mason Lance McGregor. Olivia Lee McMurray. Abigail Rose McNamara. Owen Leo Molitor. George Chadwell Moore. Carolyn Eva Morgan. Leah Rose Nikeza. Caitlin Ann Moser. Abigail Lynn Moser. Nathaniel Carter Murphy. Nolan Isaiah Nierenhausen. Kyle Andrew Knopziger. Haley Marie Orton. Amelia Grace Osman. Lucas M. Page. Alexis K. Painter. Michael Anthony Palumbo, Jr. Kamala Sue Parker. Claire Catherine Parrott. Natalie Parrott. Titus James Glenn Payne. Meadow Marisa Perkins. Tinley Eileen Peters. Logan Jackson Petro. Abigail Claire Phillips. Hallie Marie Pierce. Stephen Gray Pogue. Klein Elizabeth Powell. Anthony Noel Ramirez. Isabel Lorene Ramirez. Catherine Page Raver. Kelsey Renee Reeves. Taylor Nicole Remus. Keaton Casey Reinhout. Jaden Brian Roberts. Bailey Ann Roberts. Madison Leandra May Robinson. Thomas Jackson Rose. Caden Marcus Rourke. Evan Lewis Ruzich. Helen Mary Riding. Kent Uwasa Sabin. Avery Payton Sanborn. Katana Irene Sandlin. Joseph Scott Shaley. Haley Margaret Shigadans. Xavier Alexander Schmidt. Lauren Elizabeth Schnepper. Savannah Brooke Smith. Cassie Jo Swartzentraub. Avery William Seaman. Kennedy Ryan Sexton. Lauren Marie Schaefer. Penelope Catherine Sheridan. Laith Shahabi. Elizabeth Grace Sims. Jonah Ryan Singer. Jamie Lene Slade. Sophia Lynn Slepsky. Braden Anthony Smith. Ian Patrick Smith. Marissa Nilufer Smith. Lillian Elizabeth Tira. Braden James Stacy. Contessa Bronte Stewart. Ashton Phoenix Stout. Justin David Straub. Fiona Ray Taylor. Nicole Lee Taylor. John Paul Tinder. Nicholas Joseph Traficante. Ethan Corey Trail. Chloe Blaine Truax. Tyler Keith Eukin. Kelly Marie Underwood. Chase Dwayne Wagers. Karsten Mitchell Waysath. John Michael Waniger. Janie Brooke Watson. Annika Jean Wells. Carson Therese Wheeler. Jackson Mackey White. Joshua Robert Lukoski. Gabriel Allen Wisnaski. Fajasmine Yang. Caitlin Nicole Yanosic. Carly May Yergler. Catherine Ann Young. Sophie Negra Zaruki. At this time, I would like all students who will be heading into the military after graduation to please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Thank you for your commitment to proudly serve in the United States military. We would also like to take this time to pause to honor one of our very own, who is not with us here today to celebrate, but is definitely in our hearts. I'd like to ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silence. In memory of Sam Spencer Mitchener. Thank you. It is now time for Senior Class President Nick Harfs to make his way to the podium. Nick will be giving his graduation speech and leading his classmates in the changing of the tassel. Nick is a senior class and student council president, FMP mentor, FCA huddle leader, Future Business Leaders of America president, and member of Principals Advisory Council. One of his favorite memories from MSHS this year was being a member of the men's dance team his senior year. Nick plans to attend the Illinois State University and major in economics with a minor in business administration. Nick Harfs.
Whoa. Good evening, class of 2022. A lot of things have changed in the short 18 years since we've been born, and what better time to rewind on what was happening in the year 2004. The average gas price per gallon was $1.88. Michael Phelps won his first Olympic gold medal, and Dee Brown was a starting senior on the 2004-05 Fighting Illini men's basketball team. Although news and pop culture changes, some things never change. One thing that hasn't changed is what high school is all about. What is high school about? High school is about the learning, the small moments we make with our friends, and the successes we achieve. It seems like the obvious answer, but high school is about learning. What that learning has looked like has changed in the past few years, but at its core, we have gained knowledge in a variety of subjects, from algebra to world languages. We have undergone many changes and had to be flexible. We went from a normal freshman year to the interrupted sophomore year, to the hybrid junior year, and finally to the swift senior year. Although the world stopped our sophomore year, school, however, did not. Mahomet-Seymour kept learning. Our teachers and classes kept us accountable while it seemed the world was falling apart. Then came our junior and senior years. We kept learning in the midst of the pandemic and the craziness of SATs and Common Apps. We persisted to keep learning, and that spirit of dedication is what matters. Knowing that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, or A squared plus B squared equals C squared, is important, but it's not what high school is all about. Sorry to our math and science departments. Learning is taking the world around us and exploring more about these topics to keep us excited and engaged to learn. No matter what stage in life we're in, we will continue to learn. High school is about learning, but it's also about the friendships and small moments we make with each other. It can be easy to get caught up in the big moments: prom, championship games, final shows, or even this graduation. But it's the small moments that matter and we'll remember the longest. We won't always remember the final score or what song the DJ played, but what we will remember are the trips to McDonald's after dances, sledding down Lake of the Woods hill even though it says not to, or even having a guys' dance team twerk in front of a full audience at the variety show. While it's important to celebrate the big things, don't forget about the small things, because it's what makes life worth living. High school has a lot of hurdles, I think we can all agree. Throw in a pandemic, heated political debate, and burnout, and you have an entire marathon of hurdles. In spite of these obstacles, however, we have the ability to excel and grow. Not only did we survive and roll with the punches, we embraced each one and thrived. We made it to the Elite Eight in girls basketball for the first time in school history, battled to the football quarterfinals, advanced to other IHSA state series, celebrated 54 Illinois State Scholars, championed a first-place WISE team, had a plethora of district and state musicians, and achieved additional accomplishments that are too numerous to list. We have accomplished so much in our time in high school, and that is something to be proud of. However, our accomplishments don't ultimately define our success. It comes from being a good friend, listener, supporter, classmate, and all-around citizen. This will be the last time we will all be in the same room together. High school will become another chapter closed in our lives. As we reflect, remember the insight gained, the memories made, and the successes achieved. Let us leave MSHS a better person. Let us put people over grades, people over scores, people over politics, people over everything, and change this world. It has truly been my honor to be your student council and class president. I am very thankful to have gone through these experiences with you and grateful to call you my friends. It has been one heck of a ride, and I have one last duty as class president. So graduates, please stand. As a symbol of our completion of high school, let us take a moment to celebrate and turn our tassels. Class of 2022, we did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Board of Education and staff members of the Mahomet-Seymour School District, it's my privilege as principal of Mahomet-Seymour High School to present to you the class of 2022. Congratulations, seniors. Remember, it's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Buses are out that direction. Leave the chairs and stands here. We'll let the Krannert people do that. Excellent job, guys. Excellent job.